Alrighty, sports fans. My name is Henry Steiner, and I am here today with a very special guest. His name is Chris Becker, and we are here on the Henry Steiner Sports Podcast Show.
Oh yeah, what's up?
So, I'd just like to welcome Chris Becker. So, how are you doing today, Chris?
I'm doing good. How are you, Henry?
I am doing mighty fine.
Nice. So, what are we going to be talking about today?
So today, I was thinking we're going to talk about a bunch of good things. We've got some NCAA Tournament and pro and college basketball, ASU college basketball.
Nice.
We've got some NBA news from especially coming from the All-Star break.
Oh yeah.
All right, so let's just get right down to it. College basketball. The season's coming to an end. The March Madness is almost here, Chris. What do you think about this madness?
Oh, every year it's always crazy, so I'm just excited to see what happens this year. No one can ever tell,
Oh, I definitely do know. So, who do you have as like favorites to win it all?
I'm honestly, I think as unpopular as this may be, I think U of A is kind of a dark horse in it. I mean, they honestly every year are contenders, and their ranking kind of got ruined by a bad early season run. But lately they've been very strong, and I don't know. You never know; they could pull it up.
I could definitely see that happening. Arizona is ranked, I think, 13th, and they have just beaten number 25th ASU earlier, and are surging of late, led by a projected lottery pick, DeAndre Ayton. And they definitely do have what it takes to make the championship run.
Yeah.
All right. So we are here in the beautiful ASU downtown campus. What do you feel about Arizona State's chances of winning the big dance?
I mean, honestly, I know they went undefeated in non-divisional play or whatever, but after that, they've honestly sucked, to be frank. I hate it because I'm an ASU student. I love ASU, but the team has had embarrassing losses to some bad teams, and, they couldn't pull it off against U of A, and I just don't really see them going far at all.
I care to disagree, Chris, because they held their own against Arizona. They had it very close. They even had a 7-point lead.
They've lost twice to them now, though.
Yeah, but they came back from 17 down. They were 17 down on the ground, and they came back over a period of a half, scored 24, a plus-minus of 24, and were then winning by 7.
I mean, that's impressive, I guess, but it doesn't matter unless you get that W, so they still lost. I don't.
All right, well, hopefully at the end of the day, I think I can say it that speak for all of us and say that hopefully at the end of the day, ASU will be eating those W's.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I do want ASU to win. I'm being honest here. I don't think they really will.
All right. I like that. So, what do you think about Kentucky having one of the worst seasons under John Calipari?
It's very surprising. They've always been a top dog when it comes to college basketball, and it just seems kind of sudden, honestly. I don't know. I don't really understand it. What do you think?
I think it's also very surprising that the Kentucky freshmen, as usual, who normally dominate the team, they don't have any stars. They don't have any Karl Anthony Towns. They don't have any Tyler Ulises, Devin Bookers. These types of dynamic players like Brandon Ingram. Brandon Ingram might have gone to Duke. These dynamic players who make those teams, they don't have any of those. They don't have, recently Marvin Bagley is the star, I think, of the freshman star of this league. DeAndre Ayton, Marvin Bagley, and they're not on Kentucky, which is a kind of a shocker.
Yeah, for sure.
So next up, we've got the NBA. I don't know about you, Chris, but I definitely watched the All-Star game and All-Star weekend.
Oh, of course, yeah. It was actually really competitive. I was surprised.
So, all right, let's go from the beginning. Let's talk about the Rising Stars Challenge, okay? Because the Celebrity All-Star Game, not exactly, So, the Rising Stars Challenge. That pit Team World against Team USA. It was USA versus everybody.
Yeah.
So, Team World won, but USA put in a definite preview of the dunk contest.
Yeah, I saw Donovan Mitchell, right? He had that crazy off the back or off the glass dunk. I'm pretty sure, right?
He did.
Yeah, that was
That was
crazy.
at the very beginning. It was one of the first points of the game.
Yeah.
John Collins had a few good ones. But again, the stars, Joel Embiid, Ben Simmons. The MVP was I think it was Bojan Bogdanovic of the Kings. What do you think about that? For the Rising Stars MVP in a game with a bunch of promising rookies like Dennis Smith Jr., Donovan Mitchell, Joel Embiid, Ben Simmons, and Bogdanovic. What do you think about that
I mean, he went out there and he made a name for himself. You know, he was competing against some great players, and you never know what's gonna happen when you have a bunch of competitors playing against each other. And he came out as the MVP. I mean,
a game high 7 threes, and some of those were from Steph range.
Yeah,
all right. Moving on, the dunk contest. What did you think about Dennis Smith's 360? 360 through the leg.
I mean, I thought it was crazy. I think it might have been one of the best dunks in the whole competition. Honestly, it was definitely
the only perfect 50.
Yeah. It made him a contender. Like that one dunk made him a contender to honestly maybe win the whole thing because of it.
Do you think he got robbed?
No, I think Donovan Mitchell's
Larry Nance.
I think like overall they had cooler. The one where Larry Nance double tapped it off the backboard was at first you were like, what happened? And then you watched it again. It was pretty crazy to see that. And then Donovan Mitchell going out there repping the Vince Carter jersey and doing that crazy dunk was pretty cool to see. And overall, I just think they had more consistent good dunks.
What about the unseen dunks? This came out on social media later, but Victor Oladipo had a 360 off the glass planned out, and you can see it. I don't know if you've seen the video.
I have not.
And Dennis Smith Jr. said he would have brought out J. Cole, as you know, he's from Dreamville.
Well, I mean, if they said they were going to do it, they should have done it. I mean,
they were waiting for the final round.
Oh, they got eliminated?
They did. Victor Oladipo actually missed 3 dunks. He completed that dunk in the actual All-Star game. Speaking of the All-Star game, Team LeBron takes the dub over Team Steph, 148-145. LeBron does take home his 3rd All-Star game championship. NBA.
3rd, yeah.
What do you think about that game? How was it for you?
First 3 quarters were honestly normal All-Star game. You know, I mean, it was really interesting to see how the East and the West were mixed or whatever, and the captains. That was a cool concept. And then first 3 quarters though weren't much defense, just flashy offense, this and that. But in the 4th quarter, when it tightened up, those guys started playing against each other, and it was really entertaining to watch and see the matchups. You know, you had LeBron and Kevin Durant on the same team guarding Steph Curry. Like that was really interesting to see. So I thought it was really cool.
What do you think about old feuds being laid to rest? That he saw LeBron and Kyrie on the side joking, and Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook all on the same team again.
I don't think with LeBron and Kyrie there ever was a feud, but maybe there was some discrepancies. But I never thought there was a big feud between them. I mean, LeBron's always kind of defended Kyrie and the situation and had nothing but good words, and vice versa with Kyrie. But with KD and Russ, I was surprised. I mean, they when they're competing against each other are so. I watched one game and Kevin Durant started clapping in his face and calling Russ explicit names and stuff. So I was surprised, but I don't know. Competition brings out other factors in people that aren't around when they're together, not competing, and maybe it might have just been that.
Look, in the fake words of Kyrie, competition makes the world go flat.
Yeah, right.
All right. Thank you very much for having you.
Yeah, anytime.
I appreciate you coming on here and doing this. So definitely thank you very much, man.
Yeah, thank you. It was cool.